Hey people, Infantry 1v1 on Siwal Frontier, blue side. Chaos Librarian is a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. This is the Thousand Suns, though not the elite scheme. On the red side, a player that newer viewers may not be familiar with is Choco Bambus, long-time player, usually known for his Warp Spider shenanigans, but today it's a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat with some powerful disruption and support. We've got the Exarch elite scheme here. Kind of a cool look. Did a great job with this, whoever did it. I can't remember now. Got some Howling Banshees and some more Dire Avengers and no more Heretics. Are we going to see double CSM? Not often you'll see a Chaos player go straight into Havocs or Raptors or whatever in a 1v1. But you never know. I think we're going to see double CSM though. Maybe they don't want a bunch of Heretics around to get destructed to death. We have a no natural VP map here. This big spine of points going northeast to southwest with all the VPs on it. It is double CSM, there we go. So maybe a Shuriken Cannon then for Choco Bambus to control those guys. Although it's mapped pretty open, it is relatively easy to get good Destructor there to flank setup teams in the mid. And of course, this guy can get a teleporting war gear to tie up a setup team. But then he could bait him with Banshees, lining weight, that kind of thing. Double CSM now. Gonna get their shooting on. Where are the Heretics? Oh, they're bashing power. They bashed the node. Well done, fellas. Wasn't even paying attention to your exploits. I assume they were down here capping the VP, but it's abandoned. Warlock gets a quick decap. Might have to back away though. Although CSM dropped a model that was slightly unlucky for Chaos Librarian. The Doom Bolts largely missed. This Heretics getting a aspiring champion as they retreat there. And they didn't. Oh, they did drop a model. Of course they did. Someone looked at them slightly wrong and one fell down. This could be dicey for the Sorcerer here if Banshees can get on him. And, oh, Aspect of Fleetness. You'd expect to see Aspect of Strength against Chaos or Space Marines. Help fight those early vehicles, the Razorbacks and the Blood Crushers and the like. But it's Aspects of Fleetness today. I guess they can chop up those double CSM pretty effectively if they get their Exarch in tier 2 with those mirror swords, which are apparently an actual thing from the tabletop. I thought it was just a term they used in Dawn of War. Two swords, what are the same? Let's call them mirror swords. Where are those Heretics gone? Oh, capping the mid. I never noticed those guys doing well this game. Getting caught out of cover with the CSM here, and now they're shooting barrels. They are annoyed. Didn't destroy the barrel though. Anger management is helping. They're still out of cover here. They have the cover indicator. Those two green pips indicates heavy cover, but cover in this game is directional. So you can negate it, but that's getting the wrong side of something, which they were there. Destructor flies out. There's some Tzeentch worship infiltrating Chaos Librarian's units. And Vestments of the Warp on the way. 30 power to teleport around. It's a pretty good deal. But these Dire Avengers now caught out of cover, and they do not like concentrated fire from two CSM squads. Gonna peel through models pretty quickly. Banshees don't want to get involved even. Grenade is up on these guys with the Aspect of the Avenger. So I guess that was prioritized before any Rangers or Shurikens. A little bit late there with a dodge, but they did not drop a model. They're very low though. Very low. Heretics just hanging out. Showed up when everything ran away. And Sword of Flame for the Sorcerer. It's a pretty good weapon. Decent DPS, especially against light infantry. And you get the Coruscating Flame. Although the casting animation for Coruscating Flame is pretty damn long. He like holds his sword in the air and waves it around for like 2 or 3 seconds to cast that thing. Which can cost you if you don't know the timing of it. Smacking up these Dire Avengers. Are they going to get away? I think they are, because that model wasn't here. Oh, maybe not. Teleports in. Oh, cannot swing on them though. Those guys got away. That was amazing. Now, what are these fellas up to? You need to run away. Are they waiting for a grenade? Oh, they were trying to wait for a grenade. You saw that guy turn around and lose a bunch of energy. Misplay from Choco Bambus. Are they going to get anything up in tier 1 now? Or are they going to try and get a tier 2 going? They have double gens. Chaos Librarian just put another one down. Or up, whatever. Heretics bashing node again. These guys are all pretty low, but haven't dropped a model. Are they going to stay in the field? They're trying to get to the northeast to cap up. Banshees have a little smidgen of XP. Haven't seen a lot of Heretics die so far. I'm very surprised. We've got a Merciless Witchblade though. Can use that to mess up the Librarian shenanigans by disrupting him. Such an awesome weapon. That disruptive ranged attack. There it is. Knocking that one particular Heretic down. Doom Blast and Flee, and a Destructor flies in. And they're going to power bash. Howling Banshee's pretty good at power bashing with all their power melee weapons getting hits in. Can they all get around it? They can. There we go. Got his power melee kicks as well, don't forget those. And the Warlock's going to have a go on the other one. We're going to see a 2-to-1 cap for Librarian. Can now try to defend the power. With, oh, teleports in. These Heretics are going to need to hurry up here. One generator goes down. You see the Merciless Switchblade draining the energy of the Sorcerer. Gonna need to put Coruscating Flame up quickly. There it is. You see him waving his sword around. It goes up. Might go down though. Oh, consumes a Heretic and then teleports away. That was pretty clutch. And now these guys can try to finish off the Banshees. And they might be able to do so. One model left. I think she's going to go down here. Oh, maybe not. She can jump over that thing and they can't. Aspect of Fleetness saved them there, I think. And a Doom Blast for the Warlock. Librarian barely got away there. That was pretty ballsy. Teleporting in, drawing a bunch of stuff around him. Coruscating Flame. And then Heretics coming in. Should have put Coruscating Flame on the Heretics, I think. They might have finished off the Banshees with that little bit of extra DPS. Tier 2 for Chocobambus. I imagine they want to get a Wraith Lord, but quicker to get Falcon into Shuriken. So they might prefer that. I mean, I don't think you want Warp Spiders and stuff because they're just going to get outshot by double CSM. Especially if they get Aspiring Champions and Eternal Wars and that kind of thing. Don't have Eternal War yet, those guys. All the power's been spent on the Sorcerer and these Heretics. So you're going to run into trouble here. There's the War Shout to suppress. Has to teleport out. Takes quite a lot of energy to do, as you saw. I think it's got a relatively low cooldown though. Teleports typically do. Tier 2's almost done. Don't see anything queued up. So level 2 Warlock. These guys refusing to take cover for now. There is actually a Garrison over here. Don't see it used very often. Couldn't quite finish the cap there. The Sorcerer. These guys might be able to pile onto the power though. Get at least one generator down. The Warlock, I think, is going to escape. The Sorcerer's here too. I think they can definitely get on that power. Consumes another Heretic there. Give him energy back. And a little bit of health too. Double CSM. I'm maybe going to try and power bash while the others cap up. And it is a Wraith Lord for Chocobambus. Gonna need to respond. Havocs with a las cannon. I mean, I'm not sure if that's going to work out because the Banshees can get on them. They have to be disciplined with the Heretics to stop the Banshees getting in. They could get a Dreadnought of their own. The Sorcerer does well with Dreadnoughts, being able to teleport them around and stuff. So maybe a Mark of Khorne Dreadnought to smack that guy. Here they are. Melee walker that can shoulder mount a weapon and not lose any melee effectiveness. It's a pretty good trait to have. They keep all their damage and they keep melee resistance when they have a shoulder mounted weapon. By default, they have this wrist mounted shuriken. Decent versus infantry, but they can get a shoulder mounted shuriken or a shoulder mounted right lance. Don't see anything yet. Probably going to wait to see what Librarian has in store for tier 2. Seems to be a very late tier 2 here for Librarian. They must have been floating quite a lot. Look at this. Distortion Field Banshees getting in. Chopping up some Heretics. There's the War Shout. And the Wraith Lord joins in. Massive damage with each swing from that Ghostglaive sword. Does swing quite slowly. But big bursts of damage are typically good in Dawn of War 2. Because things can retreat. You want to do as much damage as you can, as quick as you can. And if you can catch things on retreat, with the extra damage in melee to retreating units, those big melee swings can be devastating. Does have less DPS than a Dreadnought though, because it attacks slowly, but it's more damage per hit, I believe. Here is a Chaos Dreadnought on the way for Librarian. Are we going to see Mark of Khorne or Mark of Tzeentch though? I don't think the autocannon is going to be enough, unless they get Plague Marines as well or something. What is Chocobambus' next purchase, though? I think it's going to be a guarded weapon team. I mean, suppressing double CSM seems like a no-brainer. Yes, this guy's going to teleport on you, but Banshees are still a big threat to that guy. And it is a guardian weapon team. But will it be turned into a Bright Lance? That's the thing when he sees this guy. Instantly goes for the Mark of Tzeentch, which gives it a anti-vehicle missile launcher that can also do a frenzied barrage and suppress infantry. So it does have some other uses. It has a mean old close combat claw as well if the Banshees get too close. And remember, they don't have aspect of strength, so they don't have a heavy melee weapon. The Exarch's in there somewhere with her mirror swords. Oh, there she is. It is a Bright Lance from the guardian weapon team. They must have seen the Dreadnought, I guess. 304 to 433. What is this Wraith Lord doing here? It's not going to help Bash, so what is it doing? It's taking missile hits is what it's doing. It's not the most accurate missile launcher. And of course, as soon as I say that, all three of those hit. That was a... Oh, we targeted the Warlock there for some reason. Does have that underslung twin-linked bolter as well, which does a little bit of work. I believe it was buffed in the earlier days of Elite Mod. It doesn't do a whole lot in retail. 304 to 405, triple cap for Librarian. Chocobambus needs to have a good engagement here. Bright Lance must have got a few hits on the Dreadnought already. These guys are going to try and get rid of it. They have aspiring champions. I don't know if it's been around long enough for them to be able to use Slaughter. Uh-oh. Oh, retreat the other way. Dark Flames used there by Librarian, but the Bright Lance, luckily for the Bright Lance, retreats the other way. There's Frenzied Barrage, but there's Banshees. Too much to fight there, even with Distortion Field up, because Heretics are coming in for melee. Dire Avengers. Did they get away? That War Shout suppressed those guys for a really long time. Just the Exarch getting away there. Warlock, meanwhile, is fighting a Sorcerer. I assume that's a pretty good fight for the Warlock. Yeah, especially with Champion's Robe up. Draining the energy and big chunks of health. Look at that. I wonder how that fight goes without Champion's Robe, because that damage over time does stack up, I think, on a single entity. Probably the Warlock still wins, I'm not sure though. Warlock gets away, level 3. Heretics are shockingly alive still. Haven't seen many Heretics die at all. Havocs now for Chaos Librarian. I assume that's going to be a las cannon. I don't think they'd get an auto cannon going here. You never know. Either way, Banshees are a big threat to it. Chaos Dreadnought just hanging out here. Needs some repairs. A little bit of repairs. Wraith Lord also needs repairs. Dire Avengers being the repair unit for Eldar. Looks like they're trying to. There we go. It's another Wraith Lord for Chocobambus. Okay then. Are we going to see multiple Dreadnoughts to fight them? That would be awesome. We do have a las cannon on the way. Mark of Tzeentch Havocs. Chaos have this I'm going to float in the air for a second way of upgrading themselves. Although, yeah, it's a quicker upgrade, but you are disabled for the duration. Same with vehicles, although they don't float. Sorcerer's going to shut down the Bright Lance pretty quickly. I think there's a special attack. Warlock's on him, though. Dreadnought getting shots in. Wraith Lord marches away, and there's a second Wraith Lord, and it's also getting a Bright Lance. Warlock, look at how long he's tanking now. These guys using their Slaughter, that's those bolter tracers changing colour there, just a DPS increase. I think it actually changes the firing pattern of the weapon rather than just a straight up damage increase. I think that's how it works. They like shoot more often. Level 2 Banshees. A lot of repairs needed for this guy now. That 400 odd damage that needs to be repaired. Banshees getting in on the CSM. Coruscating Flame put on them by the Sorcerer. They did get a model. Look how much damage they tanked there with the distortion field on them from the Warlock's Global Bar. That was well worth it. Got a CSM model, one CSM model for one Banshee model. You would take all day as an Eldar player. Here's that las cannon. moving towards the relative safety of the garrison at the moment. It's a pretty beat up garrison, as you can see. It only has 150 health. And if a garrison falls with a unit inside it, is instantly wiped out, no matter what unit it is or how much health it has. So that could be dicey. If the Bright Lancers can shoot it down, maybe. Not sure how effective that would be. There's some Tzeentch worship, but these heretics are too close. Yeah, they don't infiltrate themselves. You need another heretic squad worshipping to infiltrate everything. Here we go. Is that the circle of summoning? It is. Calling in bloodletters, and now these guys can reinforce off that circle. Wraith Lords not tying up the Dreadnought. That's a mistake, I think. They're trying to kill the Havocs. Havocs get into the garrison, though. And look how much damage the Dreadnought did. They should have tied it up, because they would beat it in melee. Not sure if that guy's going to get away. Circle of Summoning has worn off. Did the Banshees get away? I think they did. Heretics have gone into base after the Banshees. I'm not sure if Librarian has just forgotten about them, or they are genuinely trying to finish them off. I think they've been forgotten. The Wraith Lord falls. Banshees coming back out. They didn't even bother finishing off the Heretics. The Dreadnought goes down. Heretics are still in base turrets. You see them at the top right of your screen. Trying to retreat now. And, oh, they might get away unless the Banshees pounce on them. That's a bit odd. Why didn't the Banshees want to kill them there? They're going to get away now, and they shouldn't have been able to. Triple cap for Librarian. I guess the Banshees wanted to get out here and smack up some other stuff. Can they finish off the CSM? I think they are. Well, that was worth it. Came back out and finished off the CSM squad. We have another Chaos Dreadnought, you guys. Mark of Khorne this time. Stop messing around now. Just smack things in melee. This Wraith Lord got level 2, needs a bit of repairs. Up to 10 hit points. This guy, what does he go up to? 1200 at level 1 with Mark of Khorne. Still has the underslung bolter as well. And these CSM are in trouble. If that Dreadnought wasn't there, they might have been finished off. They get away with one model. Uh-oh, Dark Flames. That's going to finish off the Banshees, I think. Sorcerer trying to teleport after them. Are they going to live? I think they're going to live. The Sorcerer couldn't get a hit. Could not get to hit him. Some blessed Banshees. They are level 3. Warlock gets to level 5. Librarian is level 4. Repairs there. Not sure. The Warlock's just overseeing things, making sure they're repairing. Lascannon's going to get at least one. Or maybe not. Warlock's going to go after it, I think. Has to go after it. Sure, yeah. Champion's Robe goes up. Blocked by a Dreadnought. I did get one shot. He did get one shot. I didn't think it was going to. There's that leap. That leap is so cool. Now runs away. Dreadnought using the Blood Rage. This is what increases its damage and speed and durability, but you lose control. Another shot in by the Lascannon. Right Lance now, though, getting shots. Lascannon's out of range. Wraithlord, though, is smacking on the Heretics. Banshee's now coming in. How much damage that Bright Lance does. Doesn't snare targets like a Lascannon, but it just pours damage on. There's the Warp. Oh. I think, yeah, he tried to use Warp Look. I'm not sure if it bugged out or if it was just too late. I think it was just too late. And the Havocs die as well. That was a rough for Chaos Librarian. I believe he used the Warp a little bit too late there. But it could have been a bug. Sometimes it bugs out, I think. It just doesn't do anything. Seemed like he died in the middle of the animation though. Didn't quite complete it. We do have a third Chaos Dreadnought on the way. This thing must be level 3, right? Yep. And Wraithbone. Because Chocobambus is in tier 3. I was going to say you should get some Seer Council, but now there's another Dreadnought on the way. I still think Seer Council will be a massive threat here. Here it is. Dreadnought number 3. And it is Seer Council. Is that going to be a Mark of Khorne Dreadnought again? Bright Lance bashing power. Pretty good at it, as you can see. Might get a full bash here. Heretics, though, going to get into their retreat path. And a Dreadnought as well. And there's a Dark Flames. I'm not sure if this guy's going to get away. Retreating right through the fire. Heretics are there. Dreadnought. Oh, didn't even need to swing. They go down. And another Dreadnought on the way. 4 Chaos Dreadnoughts or Chaos Librarian. So the council will take a while to get out. This one is going Mark of Khorne. 151 to 107 on the VPs. What is that? That's Doom Blast in action. Coruscating Flame onto the Heretics. But I think they're still going to chop them down. And they do. These Banshees have been amazing. Level 4, look at that. Bit of a muddled retreat there, but they're going to get away. They're going to get away. 139 to 107. Level 3 Wraith Lord ready to roll. The second Dreadnought is going Mark of Tzeentch. Sorry, the 4th Dreadnought overall. Going Mark of Tzeentch. Here at the Seer Council. If you think 1 Warlock's bad enough, how about 5 of them? With power melee weapons, leaping into combat, and passively buffing themselves and nearby allies with a 15% damage resistance from ranged attacks. They're pretty cool guys. Oh, this time it works. Dreadnought got warped out towards the Seer Council. This is a bad fight for the Seer Council. Those big crunching splash damage melee attacks. What are they up to? Yeah, they're trying to fleet away. Wraith Lord is there. And can of course attack from range. But there's that missile launcher. That was super inaccurate. There you go, all 3 hit that time. So the council took a bit too much damage there, I think. More than they needed to. Should have just kept going. They went down to 1 model. You only get 16 red for killing Seer Council. Is that true? I swear I saw 16. That's less than a Tactical Marine, isn't it? Pretty sure Tactical Marines are 18. CSM are 14. Seer Council 16, really? Seems pretty low. How much are they to reinforce? 12 power. 107 to 107. It's evened up on the VP's 1-to-1 cap. But, nope, they're not going to try and cap northeast right now. Librarian's taking mid. Warlock doesn't want to fight this guy, I don't think. He's going for the Sorcerer. No Leap, though. Leap must be on cooldown. Gets a special immediately, and he just teleports away. He's done with that crap. Had enough of special attacks from the Warlock. We got another Wraith Lord. 3rd Wraith Lord, I think, and 4th Dreadnought. Havocs now. Heretics have been replaced. There's that underslung bolter doing work again. Oh, look at that. He like did his ranged attack in mid-air, it looked like. Knocked over 1 model and then jumped on the others. That was amazing. Now more jumping into combat. These guys with a heavy bolter suppressing the Seer Council, but a Warlock gets on them. This is a pretty desperate fight here. Who's going to judge this the best? There's Wraithbone heal. It heals for like 700, I think. Is that right? 50 for 7 seconds. No, 350, excuse me. Heals for 350, not 700, you moron. Sorcerer gets away. But which of these walkers is going to get away? Doom blasting heretics, but these guys level 1, no upgrades. They're going to die so fast. Circle of Summoning now, though. Seer Council need to run. Now the Warlock himself trying to finish off the Dreadnought, but it's the Bright Lance that gets the hit. And now, yeah, they can finish off this one. That might be GG for Librarian. This guy survives with 40 odd hit points. And they do have natural health regen, as you can see, because it's Wraithbone or something. Some Eldar crap that they're made of. 107 to 90. They survived. They did survive. And there's that Wraithbone heal. Pretty short cooldown on that thing. GG says Librarian. That might be the concede. And there it is. Desperate fight at the end. Really fun 1v1. Lots of walkers. I'm into it. Level 8 Warlock. And the Sorcerer was level 5. And there's the victorious Wraith Lords in the mid. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.